What is going on, guys? I figured out that why not try to do a review in this game, and only to do it on the first SSR that we got in this game. But of course we're going to be talking about her because if you go to Summon, she is our first special ticket banner thingy. So I thought, you know, since I already used the character a little bit, I thought maybe I'll give you guys a little bit of insight, tell you what I like about her, what I don't like about her, and that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy, but our first Illusion Connect review. Oh, how special. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Maki. For some reason that she cannot buy, or at least in this shot, she can't buy the correct clothing for herself, but you know, in her actual sprite, you can see that she got the correct clothing. But just wanted you guys to know that no matter how this video goes, it will be 100% MFO. And the reason why I'm specifically saying that, because I'm not technically too far into the game, but I just kind of wanted to see what, you know, me personally, how it would feel to do a review in this game. And you know, I'm gonna have to fill it out, like kind of how in other games, whenever I try to do a review, I try to fill it out and then I kind of add and subtract things from the review, things that I think that are important, things that I think that aren't. And you know, it'd be fun to do these characters, especially the SRs and the R units, because a lot of them are actually really good. And first of all, I wanted to say, by going to my own Maki, and that's gonna probably be the first thing that I want to bring up, is the fact that the SSRs in this game are really strong. They have really cool passives and things like that. But if I even go over to Fenabeth here, sorry, I clicked the wrong one, you can see her attack is dramatically more, like it's really big. And also the craziest part is that, you know, she's AoE, so it's like kind of like, why would you pick Maki with this low attack when I can just go with this? The reason why is because Fenabeth, as you guys know from looking at my account, is duped. So she had at least, you know, she has more stars. You can see 4 stars here. You can even look at Diamond has more attack than my Maki. So does Arikia has more attack than my Maki. And it's literally, at least at the moment, at the time that I'm playing, is because I don't have any dupes of Maki. So that's how she'll become stronger, by getting dupes, getting these stars and things. That's really important. So any review that I wanted to tell you guys, at least that, like, to at least know that that's a really big factor. Make sure that you guys get dupes as much as you can, like with shards. Maybe aim down a certain character. So if Maki is the character that you want, get as many shards from Maki as possible, so you can make a really good Maki. You have the best one in the server, or things like that. Or when events like this come out where you can actually summon for that character, maybe you want to summon and max that character out, provided that the resources aren't that crazy. The game is still pretty early, so we don't really know how efficient it is to even spend this event tickets. We know that we're getting some of them per week, but it is what it is. So mine's for 45 right now. And I just wanted to kind of start off with these 2 first skills. The 2 first skills on every character is pretty basic. Usually the normal attack is just when they go in and they slash when their turn comes up. And you know, it has a little fun description. Maki goes into a dance with the blades, just them just kind of talking, saying some random stuff. Usually the later part of it, which is attacks a single enemy, deals that much damage based off scaling off of her attack. Now the skill, the special is usually kind of important because it depends on, it's different per character. Like an overhead strike that is powerful, doesn't matter. Maki attacks a single enemy and deals attack a little bit, usually higher than the basic attack, and it has a chance, a 15% chance for that skill to trigger. Now I'm not gonna pretend like I know how that works. I don't think I've seen it happen after they use a big skill, like they use their unique, and then they also will have that thing trigger. I'm not 100% sure how that trigger stuff works, but just know that there is when they have a chance to do this, there's also a chance that it might turn into the special, which is obviously more damage, so it's a better occurrence. I don't know if there's ways to increase this, either with gear or anything like that, but it is what it is. Now, when you first summon a character, you guys have probably seen it, you've been playing the game, you're probably have a very decently high enough IQ to realize that every time you put a character onto the field, they immediately do an action. This is usually what they call the unique skill, a true slash with a legendary blade. Maki attacks a single enemy and deals attack 40. Yeah, me too. 400% of her attack, has a 80% or 25% chance to trigger 1 hit or 2 hits combo, dealing reduced damage pretty much. So what you see a lot of times against Maki, especially in the story mode, because I feel like you fight her so many times, is that she'll attack someone and then she'll get a little reset And it's not like a reset, but it's a chance to trigger that she'll keep going over and over and over again. I don't think that there is a cap. It doesn't say that there's a cap, like max amount of times that can happen. But even if after a while, the damage is going to keep getting reduced to a point where it's just, you just want it to stop so you can just do something else in the fight. And it's really good if Maki keeps going on the same character, especially if you need to kill that character, like let's say if it's a tank, and of course if it's the enemy leader, you get a lot of DPS out on the tank. Lastly is going to be her combat passive. It's just something that she innately has. I wish this thing can be biggie sized. Okay, there we go. When Maki dies, she's going to do 220% of her attack to the enemy leader. Can't do anything about it. It does a big nuke. You guys have seen me use it in PvP. We're going to try it. I want to show you guys her in action. Also, she has an activation requirement, a lineup skill. Average lineup energy is less than or equal to 14. You will get this effect. When ally partners die, she deals 100% attack damage to the enemy leader. Now, this is really cool, and this is why I said beforehand, this part is really dope. So this is something that it doesn't actually matter if she's there or not. It's just something that will happen additionally. So you can actually just have her in the party, and then like every time a partner dies, and that includes the minions that are summoned, they'll just take residual damage every time something dies. It's just really kind of funny. The only thing I think that is misconstrued here, or at least we'll show it in testing, is that I think that it scales off the attack of the actual thing that dies. I don't think it actually scales off of everything does her 100% of her attack damage. So we'll see that. I'll verify that myself when we get into the fight. We can support one another. Woohoo! I'm sure we can. As far as like equipment, like I have SR equipment, and I think each little equipment has like its own little special like skill up action thing. So I'm not gonna go into the like, you know, you should get this piece of gear, because I don't know where all the gears are. Obviously just put your best gear on and let it rock, especially for the majority of the game. Level the characters that you plan to use and just let them rip. So we're gonna go into a dream sequence. Hopefully it's on manual. This one is gonna probably be, I should probably go to an easier, well no, because they charge me so much stamina, they charge me so much bread. I might as well challenge something that it's I need to progress through anyway and make it easier. So I'm going to turn it on to manual, and I'm going to let other things die. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the active passive. So I'm going to just put in Pinocchio, and we're going to let it sit. So you'll see that her passive is going to trigger once they actually manage to kill her, and it did 1883 as you guys saw, right? So now let's put in another character. Oh look, hey, this one too. That one did 1307, right? So now we'll use her. See, you see how it like varies with the number that pops off? She's gonna die. 2306. See, now I can pause it, right? Cool. So if it was, as you can see, it's not her attack damage, because it would be the same number all the time, right? But it seems that it scales off of the attack of the units that it is. So obviously Saya has a higher attack than the other units that I was just using, so it's going to be kind of scaled off of that. So when Fenebeth here dies, hopefully they can kill her. Oh yeah, see, right, reflect damage. So I'm going to go in there and just clear the field out. I just want to see what happens when Fenebeth dies. I just want them to, I don't even know. That's another thing I need to learn, is how these turns go and how she does like a double hit like that. Like she's popping off. And I'm just trying to hope when she dies so we can just see a big number. And then I missed the number. Ten 34. See, I caught that one. Hopefully you guys get what I'm playing. I hope you guys get the point. Just a really cool concept of like possibly just going glass cannon with Maki on your team. Alright, so you're just gonna go in here, kill out this guy. And as you can see, it didn't say it anywhere in her passive, but I've never seen after she gets a kill on a unit that she doesn't immediately go to another unit. I feel like that's automatic. It doesn't say that it does it like that, but it seems to be pretty consistent. I'm gonna do another stage here, you guys. I'm gonna show that to you. I'm gonna try to get Maki in the fight a little bit earlier so you guys can see. Gonna heal up. And now we have Maki. Let's see how many turns we can get. Crimson Moon. 1 rep. Person dies, so I guess we can't see anything. You can see she's very squishy also. Okay, here we go. See, as soon as she gets a kill, she's gonna go on to another unit every single time. This is a cool thing you can see. 25, 13, I think it said. Did a decent amount of damage. And that was again her other passive that when she actually dies. And as you can see, like I said, the same thing when she's alive is the same thing when she's dead. The passive is still going to continue to trigger. Hopefully someone here gets killed. That was a cool execution. As you can see, just taking a crazy amount of residual damage. Let's go over to Arena. I've showed this in Arena before, but I really do like her in my opening hand, because I can just kind of bum rush them, and then if they don't have any healing, if I can get Fenebeth out to block healing really quickly. She only has 1 healer here. Obviously, looking at the team comp is going to be important. But what I really like doing is just throwing out Maki immediately just to see how much damage she can do. If they kill her without healing, normally it's going to not be beneficial to them. So I like to just do this. Go in there, do as much damage as I can. She's not doing too much damage because the amount of this. Watch how much damage. And then 13 damage, and I think I saw 2,000 behind it. At the level that I'm at, like it's very... Ow. Like, as you can see, Saya is doing way more damage than that, and that's because the Saya is probably leveled up. A lot of people already finished the mission. So that's just one thing that I want to just remind you guys that right now, yes. Here goes his healer. Remember, he only has 1 healer. Here goes Fenebeth. Go in there, boom, evasive win. We're gonna just hit him with the AoE and then we're gonna be done. Bringing in Pan, who does more damage. Pan needs to be reviewed too. That's definitely a kill though. 74. See, even what's it called didn't do it. Why? Because Pan has dupes. So even though, and that's really what I'm trying to, I hope you guys understand, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, even though this SSR, it's kind of like that situation I think that we had. I think it was a loon. I'm not exactly sure. I think it was a loon. That just because of the high rating does not mean that the character is going to be stronger. I mean, eventually, yes, Maki will be stronger, especially because we're about to go summon on her banner. Hopefully, we'll get her copy of her so we can show a stronger version of her. But you guys should be able to see that, yes, you definitely 100% need dupes or want dupes for the characters that you really like, especially if they are higher tier. The SR and R units are going to be dramatically stronger because they're just way easier to link them up. Also, something that I learned from FG's video is that this, what is this crazy stuff here, is that these summons, these pity summons here do not count towards the single summon, so just be careful with that, guys. Also, I think this one you have to do 7 summons and you get the up partner, which I'm assuming they mean by the character that's represented. So this is a real pity. This one, this weird one here is not like an actual pity. I think it's just after a while you will eventually get a trigger or something like that, and then they have all these other summons in the game, but that's not what we're here to talk about. I'll probably pop this one now also, just because I'll just use my gems for that, and then we'll be saving. I keep saying we're gonna start saving, but I keep lying. I'm sorry. All right, so let's pull here. Hopefully we can get a copy of Maki so I can put a dupe and we could show the difference of literally just upgrading her. You know, game shit, you know, I'm recording. Nope, I got shafted. But see, now I'll have the strongest shanty you've ever seen. So even when I'm summoning for baby girl, she doesn't care. She doesn't care. I do wish one quality of life change. This game has a lot of good quality of life, but I wish that these things trickled downwards so you can kind of see how they work. I think if you want to get, oh, I could spend 400 for a ticket, which is not that good. But yeah, as you can see, one of the quicker ways to get this is if you were to spend money, of course, or you just collect them slowly but surely. But obviously this one goes away in a week. These ones here are going away pretty soon as well. Again, let's just do this real quick. So here is my one-time summon. This is a guaranteed SSR pull. I'm doing on my Maki banner because, you know, I don't want to do a separate video just to do this one pull, you know. So there it is, obviously pulsing. That's a lot of pulsing. It's like maybe it's more than one SSR. So we got Frontiva, and she's really good for the nonsense of Maki because of the fact that she does leave a bunch of nonsense. Hey girl, stop talking. But she does leave a bunch of clones when she dies, so like that's really good for stacking up the thing. Chachiko, she's pretty good. I like her cone attack thing. Montimaru, Alice, and I think that's going to be it. So Frontiva, the Maki's damage scales off of the attack of the person that died. So glowing glass cannon with her passive active is actually not that bad. It's actually pretty good, and I would suggest that you do it. You can also go with a person that summons, go tanky, and then maybe go with a summoner. That's really why I want Ashwa, because I want to put Ashwa like off into a corner and then just have her constantly summoning nonsense while I just kind of build a board and just have them constantly try to do it. And then I use Maki when I can actually do a finishing blow, when the line straight to the enemy leader is clear, and I could just go in at that moment when I really feel like it. So that's kind of like how I would suggest that you use her. You don't want to just throw her out in the beginning. As you can see, that strategy, even though I was using it before, is really not that good. Pretty much she goes out there, if she doesn't get a kill, she's gonna die. She's way too squishy. So the best course of action, I think, would be to set out a bunch of other characters, let them whittle down the enemy leader, deal with whatever they're putting out with first, and then when you have a nice clear shot at the enemy leader, possibly after buffing, there are characters that buff the hand. Maybe not specifically Maki, but just kind of use her last. You kind of want to use her as a finisher, or if you do need to kill off another partner, kill the partner, and then as you can see, Maki will just go on to another unit anyway. So many flexible ways to play the girl, just saying. That's how you kind of want to use these single target attackers. You want to take out important targets, if not just deal big damage to the enemy leader. And of course you have people like Diamond who can, if I do want to use her early, instead if I do enough damage, I usually go Fenebeth to just curse them so they can't heal, or I'll use Diamond to just bounce her back in my hand, and then Diamond's gonna sit out there and be kind of a tanky unit to kind of take care of. It's all depending on positioning. There's so much to go into it, and like I said, my first review, I don't know what you guys care about or what you guys think I should be adding into it. You guys let me know, because some of you guys are definitely ahead of me. So it's like, what do you guys look for as far as like how to say if a character is good or bad or not? Like, it's kind of hard because like it's weird to see that my support, you know, my healer has more attack than my single target DPSs, because in we all know that in other gachas there's no way that would happen. It would be like physically impossible unless you like literally had nothing and didn't upgrade it. Like, they're both level 45, and because Diamond has a dupe or so, like, she's just stronger. So I want to keep getting dupes of her and make her a stronger unit. I'm trying, man. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. But one thing that you don't need to try your best at, because it's just so damn easy, is when you buy the merch, man. I don't know. I like it. Do you like it? Hope you like it. Manifest it. Videos coming. I know some people have been waiting. I know you're waiting on it. But just be patient. It's a more personal video, so I'm trying to wait until some other things align to make sure that it goes well. Hope you guys are liking the Illusion Connect videos. And if you ain't liking the Illusion Connect videos, what are you doing, man? Then just check out another video. You know, let me know. YFOs in the comment section below. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. It really means a lot. Definitely need a lot of likes and comments on these other new videos so I know whether or not to keep doing them or not. And just remember that every day at the Kashino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.